Tactical Cowboy here. Coming up, we're going to take a look at the Primary Arms Cyclops Gen 2 Microprism. I don't think that I have to spend a lot of time trying to convince you just how well and how good this optic really is. I think that my intro kind of speaks for itself. I believe that Primary Arms designed a heck of an optic here. Very durable. It can take some water submerging. Did fine. In freezing temps, it took several drops in the mud and on gravel, and only got some minor battle scars from that, but it never lost zero. So that's the main thing that I was looking for. I didn't expect anything to happen to it, like break it, but I just wanted to make sure that it could hold zero after taking some G-force, and it did. This is a made in China optic. A lot of you will be having that question, and that's a deal breaker for some of you. But if you're looking for a small rugged package, then this is definitely one to check out. It has a lot of characteristics of a red dot. With a traditional prism, then you lose a lot of characteristics of a red dot, such as unlimited eye relief and eye box. With this, then it is very forgiving. I can hold it out and still see the reticle just fine. And it doesn't really matter where my position is, head position that is, then I can still see the reticle as long as I don't go too extreme, which kind of obvious there. I have a clip for you to see that in action. We know with a red dot, then it's not an issue shooting out of position, and I didn't really do a lot of out of position shooting. Definitely getting it on footage, but for my little bit of experience just playing with it, then I don't think that will be an issue. You have your reticle, the ACSS reticle. This one is designed for 5.56, and inside the manual here, then it does have your holdovers for different calibers, which they do have a Microprism specifically for 9mm. So you PCC guys, definitely check that out. You have your holdovers for different barrel lengths and different calibers, and they haven't forgotten about you shotgun guys. You have your pattern here and your holdovers for that, and then they tell you about the ranging that is built in. Now, as it is with a 1X, I really don't find it necessary to have all of that built in. That being said, though, I know that there's a lot of guys that can take some very long shots with your iron sights, or with a 1X prism like this. I didn't attempt it. I shot out to 100 yards, and that was the furthest I went. I thought about trying it out at my 300 yard range, but I just never did. This particular prism, though, how it is really different from any other prism is not only do you have the excellent eye relief and eye box, they say you compare it with a magnifier, and then that's kind of a game changer right there, because now your holdovers really come into play. Now, I don't know how a magnifier will affect those holdovers. That's something you could reach out to Primary Arms about, Dimitri specifically. I don't know if the holdovers will still be true at a 3x magnification, or if you want to go with a higher magnification. I know that they just, actually I don't even think it's released at this point of time. I think they're just taking pre-orders on Primary Arms' brand new micro magnifiers. They look pretty much identical to this optic here, but it's a magnifier. They offer it with an ACSS reticle if you want to pair it with a red dot, or if you want to pair it with this guy, they offer it with no holdovers at all. So again, now you're using your built-in reticle on the prism. I haven't used magnifiers in the past. Maybe I will in the future, but for now I don't have any experience with that, so I can't give you my experience with that. So the reticle itself, a lot of people go to Primary Arms for the reticle specifically, and just the overall quality that you get with the optics for the price. What I can speak about, though, is it is a very rugged optic. I'm just not totally in love with it like I want to be. You do have your 13 brightness settings, and it's not with the brightness itself that I have a problem with. It's with the adjustment knob. It's a rotary knob here on the left hand side, and it is so super stiff, and I can't get across on camera how awful it feels to twist this knob and just how stiff it is. And on top of that, this won't be an issue for everybody, but for me it is. Somehow I managed to, as I'm twisting this knob, I'm also twisting this outer battery cap cover. So over time, if I twist it enough, I'm loosening it, and then I start having problems with the illumination because now the battery cap's loose and it's not making a good connection. I have some footage here kind of demonstrating the first time that happened, and I thought I had a major issue with the Optic, and I didn't realize that the battery cap was loose, and I didn't really attempt to troubleshoot it. I know that Primary Arms has an excellent lifetime warranty, and I wanted to, well, I didn't really want to, but I decided to go ahead and reach out to Primary Arms, and I took their service, customer service, for a test drive. I had no issues whatsoever with the customer service. I told them my issue. I think I even sent the video clip. They sent me a return slip, and I got it shipped out back to them. They had a replacement for me a few days later, and this is it. It was whenever I was doing the water submerging test that I took it out of the water, and I was messing with the illumination, and that's whenever I realized that my cap was loose again whenever I first received it. Then I checked the tightness. It was very tight. Kind of thought, okay, well, that wasn't the issue with my previous unit. But then after I realized what was going on exactly, then I'm pretty confident that the issue with my previous unit was just a loose battery cap, not really an issue at all. But yeah, for me, I need to keep a quarter or something similar in size very handy so that whenever I'm using it, I can check the tightness from time to time. Again, for you, probably not an issue. Just a select few of special people like myself has trouble with that. Other than that, the only other complaint that I have seen is that, and it's a very small issue, your turrets here, they are 1 MOA click value, so you can't get it to be as precise as maybe some of you would like. I'd say the standard is half MOA click value. They went away from that. They went with 1 MOA. Not a big deal. Just can't get it as precise as maybe you would like. It is what it is. It doesn't really bother me. But aside from that, I think that a lot of people will love this Optic. It does have the auto live, so honestly, as long as you're not going from shooting in the daylight, I'll say the bright daylight, to shooting in pitch black, you could probably put it on one brightness setting and then just forget about it. It does have the auto live, so after it's sat still for a few minutes, then it will shut itself off. Then as soon as you touch it again, then it'll wake back up. It's conserving battery life that way. I will say that during that water submerging test, I was tapping on the container, and in previous testing of other optics, then that little bit of sensitivity of the tapping and sending a ripple through the water was enough to turn the Optic on. But with this particular Optic, I literally had to stick my finger down in the water and touch the Optic for it to turn on. Not a big deal. Not saying that's good or bad. Could be a good thing actually, because if you're riding around in a vehicle on a rough road, then maybe it's not constantly turning on and consuming battery life. So this was one observation that I made about the Optic. Other than those small complaints, then again, I think that this is a very solid Optic. I just would love to see Primary Arms revisit the knob and make some kind of adjustment that it's not so stiff. It could definitely stand to be a little bit looser, and you're not still don't have to worry about it accidentally turning inadvertently. I do want to give this Optic away once I hit 1,000 subscribers. At this time, I'm about halfway there, so still got a ways to go. Depending on when you're watching this video, then you may have time to get in on a giveaway. Definitely check into that. I would like to contact Primary Arms and see if I can get another replacement for the winner of the giveaway. That way you're not getting a used beat up optic. I'm going to have links down below for you to check out. These will be affiliate links. If you're looking at purchasing one for yourself, then I definitely encourage it. As long as you're okay with that illumination knob and the 1 MOA clicks. Again, there are affiliate links, so by purchasing something with that link, then I make a small commission, no extra cost to you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts on this optic, if you have one, what your experience is, or if you're just interested in picking one up. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, Tactical Cowboy out.